unprecedented atmospheric effects. We're here at the summit of Haleakala Crater, Haleakala, the House of the Sun. What you see in front of me is the Maui Space Surveillance System. The rotund structure houses one of the most advanced instruments in the world, the Air Force's Advanced Electro-Optical System. This particular telescope is part of a network that tracks near-Earth objects, minor planets, if you will, asteroids and comets that either intersect or are anticipated to intersect with the orbit of Earth. It will be one of the first instruments that sees the object that we're talking about, this enigmatic celestial passerby. Over here to the left is University of Hawaii's Solar Observatory. The Solar Observatory will see some of the first coronal mass ejections that result from the passage of this large celestial body. Unfortunately, shortly after the passage of this large celestial visitor, there's a strong possibility that everything you see here will be scrap metal, at least all the above ground components, because we're talking about winds in excess of 200, 250, possibly 300 miles an hour. We're about 4 meters above sea level right now. This is South Maui. This lava field that you see in front of me was produced by a volcanic eruption a little more than 200 years ago that flowed from that vent out to the sea. This was a slow eruption, similar to the one that's ongoing now at the Kilauea volcano on the Big Island of Hawaii. That eruption has been ongoing for more than 20 years. The slow release of lava and magma over time is a lot less catastrophic than what we anticipate is going to occur when that enigmatic object passes this planet. When that happens, the results, tectonically speaking, will be an extremely violent explosion. An explosion that's similar, we believe, to what produced the demise of the Siberian woolly mammoths. This explosion was so great, induced by the passage of a celestial body, that it blew the Earth's atmosphere straight up, billions of tons of air, right up into the troposphere, into the outer edges of Earth's atmosphere, where it became super cool, very dense and super cool. During that time, when it was rising and falling, the Earth rotated. What goes up came down. This time, now super cooled, super heavy, dense air onto Siberia. The woolly mammoths never knew what hit them. The point is that that particular kind of event caused that particular catastrophe. And it may happen again, and we think it will happen again. the nearest preceding event that will be recognized by all people just prior to very serious consequences that I've outlined is this. When a space shuttle mission is forced to abort because of a meteor shower. And I'll say that again. When the space shuttle is in the air, is in space, when that shuttle is forced down to the ground by meteor showers, which is probably in and of itself an unprecedented event, that's when it begins. Now, the next space shuttle mission is STS-114, scheduled for launch in early 2005. So that's the earliest that this particular sequence, this kill shot, can start, is early 2005, according to schedule. When you see this happen, and all the media will report it, that's when you'll need to be in place. You'll need to be in a safe zone. We'll talk more about that momentarily. This event is the harbinger of very serious things to come, this kill shot. There are many mythologies that make reference to the beginnings and the endings of ages of man. The Chinese make reference to a day when the sun rose twice, or a day when the sun rose in the opposite side of the sky. Plato refers to Atlantis sinking in 9600 BC. There's one thing, though, that remote viewers know. Off the coast of Cuba apparently lies, submerged in 2,200 feet of water, a very large built-up complex, a city. There are pyramids, streets, plazas, at 2,200 feet below the water. How did that get there? There's only one way for that to get there. The only way for a city to lie 2,200 feet below the water, a city that was once on exposed land, is for the Earth's axis of rotation to turn, even ever so slightly, to shift, which would make a new equator, whatever the new equator would be. I think what happened to this city off the coast of Cuba and others like it is that the civilization and all artifacts of it was, for all intents and purposes, erased. Remote viewers know that that city off the coast of Cuba is a real city. It really is there. It really is under 2,200 feet of water, and there's only one explanation scientifically for it being there. The Earth had to do this. So here's our Earth rotating this way. Here's the North Star. Where will be the new North Star when this begins to wobble suddenly, not over geological periods of time, and shift? A new North Star and a new equator, because the axis of rotation of the Earth will now change. All the landforms will change. Exposed seamounts will appear. Seamounts that are under possibly 2,200 feet of water will now pop up and be new land. This, in conjunction with killer solar flares, is indeed the end of an age. It's indeed the end of life on Earth as we know it.